Warning, the following episode of Blackwell Podcast contains spoilers for all episodes of Life is Strange. Got it?
Hi, welcome to the Blackwell Podcast, where we love Life is Strange more than Chloe wants Max to kiss her. I'm Joey, and I'm here, as always, with Jamie and Jess.
Hello.
Jess.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Not bad.
Just been prepping, really, for the stream coming up.
Yeah, that is, so we mentioned that stream in our last episode, which we'll mention a few more details about it. We'll mention it again at the end of this episode, just in case you missed it last time. Today, we are still playing catch up, and we are talking about episode 3, Chaos Theory.
Boy.
So Tuesday, I believe it was, we covered episode 2, as it was, well, we're well past the 1 year anniversary of the episodes, but we should be caught up after this, and then in July, of course, we'll do episode 4.
Oh boy, that's going to be rough, but at least we got this episode to kind of ease ourselves into it, because this is kind of a somewhat positive episode.
Yeah, this is one. It has some of the lighter moments, some of the more heartwarming before
Before shit gets real.
Yeah.
To put it
Punch in the
politely.
feels.
Yeah.
So, let's get right into it, shall we?
So it begins with pretty much catch up between episode 1 and 2, and it's basically the same day as episode 2, where it just kicks off, but at night.
Right.
Once again, we find Max is somewhat asleep, but at her desk this time.
Right, and it's a little bit worse. She's a little bit worse for wear. She wakes up calling out for Kate before kind of realizing that she is in her dorm.
Yeah. Well, either she could be dead or in the hospital. One of the other.
Depending on if you manage to save Kate or not.
Mm-hmm. And basically, you get a text from Chloe saying, "Hey, get outside. Got something to show you."
Right.
And it's not what you think.
No. We'll find out what it is later. But so yeah. Damn it, you threw me off, Jess.
Sorry.
You can kind of look around the dorm a bit. There's not too much to see inside of Max's room.
Feeding Angel. Well, Alice.
Yeah.
Is it Alice? Yeah, it's Alice, right?
Alice, yeah.
And get a check on Lisa, see if you killed her or not.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Which we covered in episode 2's episode.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird to... episode 2's episode, which was episode 27.
Yeah.
And really what you want to do is you want to head outside, or not outside, but into the hallway. Right?
Yeah. And you can kind of bump into a couple of people. You can bump into Taylor in the bathroom and talk to her about stuff.
Right, and she'll kind of mention that no one's doing too well about the events of that day, and Victoria has snuck out of her dorm, which she'll then clam up about, and you can rewind to get more information out of that.
And you can, because of this, you can find out that she's not actually in the dorm. Means you can sneak into the room.
Right. There's also, you can talk a bit more about her mom with her, I believe, as well.
Yeah, you can do that and get in the good books with her, because she says even though she's weird, she isn't that bad.
Right. And then she mentions needing to have her nightly anxiety attack.
Yeah.
Attack.
So should we go into Dana's room next, or should we just go into Victoria's to kind of snoop around?
I guess either or. I mean, you're kind of like halfway. Let's go to Victoria's room because that'd be your first optional photo as well. So we'll go ahead and.
So basically, you can look around here, try and get some evidence about what caused Kate to jump, and you can only really find like one thing, right? Which is like the picture of Victoria, and I believe it's Courtney just watching Kate from a distance, not doing anything.
Right.
And then there's like a picture of Victoria and Nathan.
Right.
And even like a Rachel Amber poster, which has just got like graffiti all over it as well.
Yeah, that's. Which we talked about that in the Vortex Club episode, but it's kind of obvious that for whatever reason Victoria was pretty jealous of Rachel.
Probably because she blended in with everybody so well. You know, she was like in every single group.
Yeah. And you kind of find out as time goes on just how insecure Victoria is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of find about that in episode 4.
Yeah. So I'll leave my armchair psychology and speculation to episode 4 about Victoria.
That's gonna get too real for us.
The optional photo here is if you look beside Victoria's desk, there's a little figurine, a little statue. This is actually really cool. You have to shine your light on it for a little bit before it'll glow in the dark. So it's just like real glow in the dark figurines. Like you have to hold them up to a light source before they'll glow. So I thought that was a cool little touch, and also because of that, I missed it in my initial playthrough.
Same.
You see, it pays off to like look around every single bit.
Right.
How I did it by accident the first time because I was like away from my controller for a couple of minutes.
Oh.
So it was like I came back and was like, oh look, optional photo, okay.
Okay. I got maybe like 2 of all of the pictures because like I just like ran right through it. I didn't even like stop to like look at the sky or anything. I just kind of I literally like wanted to know what happened next, so.
But you went back and got him, right?
No.
Yes, you nerd.
Well, if you want to see Jess get all the optional pictures with us, make sure to tune into the extra live stream on the 16th of July.
Alright, I promise I will do.
Nice little plug there, Jamie.
Thank you. Yeah. Plus, there was something in like Victoria's room that I kind of noticed if you kind of piss her off in a way. Is that she takes Max's chocolates from her room.
Oh yeah.
Max is like, hey, oh no, she took my chocolates, but I can't take them back, otherwise she'll know I've been in here. Like she's admitted defeat.
Aww.
I honestly think that Max didn't like the chocolates because if they were so good, she would have took them anyway.
And maybe she just.
Or she would have put him in a good hiding spot.
Yeah.
So that's about it for Victoria's room. Really, you can kind of look at her posters and stuff, get an idea. Like I guess you do that already going into Victoria's room in earlier episodes, but it's kind of cool at night too, just different lighting. But let's leave Victoria's room.
And there's something that I kind of need to talk about, which is the kind of changed look in the corridor in the dorm, which is basically got like candles, like messages to Kate as well.
Yeah.
Which is a nice little tribute to Kate.
Yeah, and that is there regardless
of no matter what happens to her.
The monologue changes. So like if you go and look at the police tape, if you saved Kate, Max will mention, is this really necessary? She's still alive.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue down the hallway to Dana, right?
Yeah. She'll call you in as you make your way.
Basically just talking about the whole experience with Kate saying how messed up it is and everything. It is weird. Just to think that like an event like that can affect anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody at Blackwell.
Shows that they're not all heartless too.
Yeah.
Right. It's an interesting. I don't want to say phenomenon because it's not really that like. We'll go with phenomenon for lack of a better. It's interesting because even if like it was something like not a suicide, even if it was like a car accident or something like that, it's interesting how it affects people mainly. Like, so if you have a friend that's friends with that person, it's going to affect you even if you weren't friends with the person that passed because of your friend. And so
it's kind of like with Chloe and Rachel, right? It's like Max knows nothing about Rachel, but she sympathizes towards Chloe.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I do say smart things every now and again.
So
good job, Jamie.
Yay. Dana's talking about okay, and then she even mentions like, that Max isn't the first one to sneak out.
Right. And then I believe she even like asks you to find out who did all that to Kate, like who pushed her to attempting.
Yeah, and even then Max said it was complicated and she didn't want Dana involved.
Yeah.
Which was the smart decision.
Yeah.
Right.
And then that's really all you can do inside of the dormitories.
The next bit kind of annoyed me a little bit.
Why?
Well,
God.
I'll talk about the next optional photograph, which is the squirrel.
Yeah, which is adorable. That's like probably one of my favorite optional photos in the entire game. It's so cute. Like, it's just the cutest. Sorry. It gets me going. It's so cute.
Yeah, with the I believe the fireflies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking the glow bug things, but the fireflies. Yeah, like Night Atmosphere is a really good shot. But this bit really annoyed me. It's with drunk Principal Wells.
I didn't find it too difficult, but why did it?
Because I didn't think to actually rewind and go around.
Oh.
I think there must be a way to distract him. I was thinking too much into it, but alas, just rewind and walk around. But there is like a somewhat interesting conversation that you can have with Principal Wells, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean he's drunk, so he's a bit incomprehensible, but yeah, you kind of. It's more character building for Wells too, who we don't really see a lot of, and you kind of get a feel for the position he's in, which is a bit ominous, especially in retrospect. Like you kind of just get like, okay, his hands are being tied by something here.
And even like when he's talking to Max, like either way, if you try, for example, if you say, okay, Max apologized for sneaking out, I believe that she says that she just needed some air because of everything that happened that day.
Right.
But Principal Wells said, yeah, there's no explanation. Pretty much that she saved Kate, and that he warned her not to get cocky, and everything, which is kind of like shows like Principal Wells does like have a somewhat human side instead of being a complete dick.
Yeah.
He's not just a robot or anything. An empty body.
Yeah, but either way, he tries to send you back to the dorm, so.
Yeah.
If you kind of stand around, either once you've made it past him or before you attempt to make it past him, you kind of hear him murmuring to himself about just different things, mostly about like the state of Blackwell Academy, like the current state with Kate's attempt or her suicide. And so yeah, it's just kind of more there's a lot of like ambient stuff that fills in a lot of the minor character stories. But being the Blackwell ninja that Max is, she sneaks by, and then we go to the front of the school.
Booyah. Yeah, that's basically that's the cue for when Chloe kind of cuts in, just scares the living crap out of Max.
Yeah. Which Max doesn't appreciate too much, given the...
It was a bit of a dick move, but it was pretty funny.
I love the terrible pun that Chloe makes. Get it? Scary punk rock ghost.
You almost got to the first.
Almost got it. Wish I could rewind. Never be embarrassed again. Anyway. So we're with Chloe, and and she tells us that she has the keys. She got it from David, and she fills Max in on the plan to break into the school to get information about Rachel. So we are impeded, though, by Victoria and Jefferson walking out.
Do you think Victoria was playing the sympathy card with Jefferson? You know, to kind of choose that night to kind of, went with Kane everything to try and, win the Everyday Hero contest?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And she was probably using that as like a way to just talk to him anyway. Like, hey, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you? I'm sad about what happened today. Type deal.
Even calling Katie. Ugh.
Katie.
Yeah. Ugh.
And even he picked up on it. He was like, I didn't even know you were that close with her.
Yeah.
Like,
It made me cringe.
Yeah.
Like, she basically blackmailed him, right?
Yeah. And she was even flirting with him, too.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Mark, and he was like sticking with Jefferson.
Yeah.
Like, Mark, please.
Yeah, so that whole scene's gross in many ways. And that being the main one is that, but at least Jefferson doesn't, like...
Yeah. At least,
take her up on her advances, but realistically, that's probably just because Jefferson wasn't in control of that situation and had he done that. But anyway, let's go inside of Blackwell at night.
Alrighty. So yeah, basically, Chloe tries to get into the into the principal's office, and succeeds. So basically, she says, "Hey, go look for a key." You look around and there isn't any. So, as a last resort, you text Warren.
Yeah.
Because
Oh wait.
no, it pretty much is because she was stuck in a situation, so she was thinking, "What can do?" Warren probably has an idea, which he does, even though it's
Warren to the rescue.
It's a somewhat bad idea, knowing that what his idea is basically is an explosive.
Okay, but my first playthrough took me literally forever to figure out what to do.
Oh,
like how to stop. I was like trying to stop the alarm, and I didn't realize you could literally just walk into the door and just rewind. So stupid.
So I guess episode 3 was the episode for you guys where you just forgot all about rewind powers.
Yeah. The main game mechanic.
Yeah, really. I'm like, well, I can rewind and try to do it again. Nope.
Before you actually even follow Chloe into the office, you can actually explore you can explore around a little bit, but there's nothing there that you'll find beforehand that you won't in looking for the stuff for the bomb. So unless you're just trying to...
There's a few things you can do, really.
Well, yeah, but you can also do it after you begin the quest for the bomb.
Kinda. Well, there's the 2 optional photos that you can get. All in the Grant's room. which is the skeleton and the fish tank.
Right.
And thinking, yeah, in Miss Grant's room, you can kind of manipulate Warren's test, right?
Right. You can give him a better score.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that, even if I did want to do it.
Which we covered this in, I believe it was Warren's episode, talking about it. But it's bring it back up that even if you help Warren, which you should if you want the optional photo, if you leave that decision to help him, he still gets an A-, and which you change to an A+. But
really, because I think he got a lower grade for me.
if you leave him with the exploded thing, he gets a lower grade.
All right.
You can change to higher.
That's why.
So I guess, it's pretty easy to figure out, but the optional photo with the fish tank is you have to actually turn it on.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's
Didn't do that.
something that you can kind of do in Mr. Jefferson's room, which is kind of cool, I guess, is to see everybody's everyday hero submissions, right?
Yeah.
Except yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I'm learning about all this. I'm like, wow. This is really bad, guys. I'm like a viewer. I'm like listening to you.
Oh, really? Go on.
Yeah. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, some of them are alright. I think the really bad one was Daniel's, right?
Yeah, Max even comments that he should stick to drawing.
That's funny.
But whilst you're exploring Blackwell, the main idea is to gain some stuff for the explosive, which is a cola can, some duct tape, some weed killer, and some sugar.
Right. Specifically sodium chlorate, which is in weed killer. If we're being specific here.
Nerd.
I spent a lot of time just kind of looking around because more than I needed to be honest, because I really, really loved the ambiance of Blackwell at night. Just like everything about it. Like even going back to where we were outside the dorms, that little like when Max is walking outside, the little cutscene was just I loved it. It was beautiful.
Even the bit that we used for our intro.
Yeah. But anyway, I digress.
So you make the bomb.
You make the bomb.
You blow up the bomb.
Yep.
The alarm goes off, like Jess said.
Which, it's so gross, going back to the bomb, the duct tape.
What?
Like, knowing what we know now.
Oh.
Finding the duct tape and all that.
Oh, yeah. That's really messed up. I didn't know what you were talking about. I was like, wait. And then knowing what we know now, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. So, Jess, I guess you can see duct tape. You know that, right? You see duct tape in Jefferson's room. Well, you have to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure.
I finished the game, you know. At least I remember I did. I'm kidding.
Yeah, she did complete the game.
I did.
So,
several times.
I keep derailing us hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So we blow up the bomb. The alarm goes off. And then you walk inside. Rewind. If you stick around before opening the door, you can hear Chloe talking about how she's going to pick that lock. Which is... That's like something that I would do, I think, is not be able to admit to myself that I actually don't know anything about lock picking or like anything that I was trying to do, really.
Just keep trying.
I just keep trying, pretending like I knew exactly what I was doing. Like, yeah, I played Fallout. I know how to do this.
You just break it instantly.
So we're inside Wells's office finally.
But I've just got to say real quick, you get my favorite Chloe line. Well, she's picklocking the door. Oh, God damn it. Fuck you, door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just love it so much.
Bless her. Bless Chloe.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're in Wells' office.
The optional photo here is another one of those, like, annoying, like, you had to position yourself right to get, which you have to, like, when Chloe sits down at the desk, you have to, like, walk in front of the desk in just the right angle, looking at the Falcon and her, and for me, it was like I had to like get this weird angle for the option to even come up, and then I snapped it, but it was a pain. Not as bad as the bus though from episode 2. But
I'm gonna feel. I think like the line that Chloe says, like Max is like, "Hey," like reference Scarface, and I think Chloe, like unintentionally messed up the line. I know, like, the line's, like, say hello to my little friend, but doesn't she say goodnight to the bad guys or something?
yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think she messed it up.
Well, she says both, doesn't she?
Nope.
Oh.
If she said say hello to my little friend, that would make my life, believe me. I would know.
Yeah, well, she's probably just riffing off of the thing. Leave Chloe alone, okay? She's been through enough.
Oh, okay, jeez. Anyway, you're in the office to find some files.
Right.
Of Kate, Max, Chloe, Rachel, Victoria, and Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly Warren as well, just in case. Apparently,
Right.
To Max, just in case he's not like a psychopath or something.
Which she's actually a pretty remarkable student, according to his files.
Right.
Good for you, Warren. Keep it up, buddy.
That's all the compliment we can do for Warren this week. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Well, don't worry, we'll do a Redux episode for Warren eventually.
Yeah.
We'll actually be somewhat neutral to him instead of me just completely like the roast of Warren Graham or something.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so you get the files and like Chloe's onto the computer looking at the different files for Nathan Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like this weird drawing that says Rachel in a dark room all over the place.
Right. You also learn of kind of an outburst that Nathan had in, what's her name? Hoyda? Hoyda? I'm going to go with Hoyda.
Yeah, please.
Mrs. Hoyda's class, at which point Sean has sent a letter essentially blackmailing Wells to expunge it.
And I think this is like this is leading up to like the first big decision in episode 3 is with the money in the desk, right?
Right. Yep.
Did you take it?
I did.
Jess?
Oh, I don't remember. I think I did, and then did it again and put it back.
I took the money.
What?
I took the money.
Oh my
All
god.
of us. I think that all of us initially did.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a happy Chloe. It's a good Chloe.
Yeah, I didn't feel good about it. To be honest, I really didn't. Like,
Me either.
but I went with it. I was like, okay. Actually, no, I don't know. In my initial playthrough, I may not have actually. I don't know. No, I think I did. Anyway, I did and didn't feel good about it. We'll say that.
Well, at least you, Chloe and Rachel, go on a road trip with that money. Am I right?
Oh, it's brutal.
Still
So
waiting
sad.
on that DLC, don't not.
It's the no, sorry. Rachel's actually not dead, and you found her. Congratulations.
That's the secret ending.
Yeah.
she pulled a Bruce Wayne and she's actually like hid out at like a tropical island or something in like a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we digress again. I mean, we're half an hour in this episode and we've digressed so many times. So, the pool.
Yeah. So, leading up to that, you leave the office after you have what you need, what you came for, and Chloe convinces you to go for a swim. This is one of the best scenes in the game.
It's so touching.
Yeah, it really is. It's like, I don't know. It's all this crap that's going on with Kate, with just everything, Rachel missing. It's like they get to be just
kids again.
They get to be together again. Everything is just like, it really is touching.
Yeah, you get a good idea on what they were like before Max moved away, and like when shit hit the fan.
Right.
Which is nice. It's a nice little touch.
And you get to hear, "There's an otter in my water."
Dun, 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 dun. And we learned that Max has a phobia of sharks, apparently.
Right.
Yeah, just that scene, like talking about Kate and Rachel, that they hopefully find her, which they do.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the way that they intended, though.
Well, we kind of jumped ahead because you get to look around the locker rooms.
Yeah, but I'll just jump into positivity and stuff, more mystery stuff, I guess.
I guess it's kind of inconsequential, really. Like, you get the choice of going into... Oh, no, wait. That's after.
You get like one of the weirdest text messages as well. To
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know what he was trying to say. Like, is he calling his genitalia? Is he saying that is a football?
I don't know.
What is he talking about? So, what we're talking about is there's a who is it? It's
Logan. No wait, yeah,
I think so. Mm-hmm. Logan leaves his phone in his locker in the locker room, and you can read a text to Victoria. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm reading it, and you'll understand why we're laughing.
Apparently, also, I was actually doing a third playthrough, I think. Or it might have been when I got the limited edition on PS4. Anyway, I was doing a playthrough, streaming, and one of the people that was with me pointed out that you can find a bag of weed underneath one of the benches too.
There's
of course.
Hidden things in the game.
So apparently the guys in Blackwell are idiots and just cannot hide any of their incriminating stuff whatsoever.
Yeah. Like even with Brooke, right? There's like she's not subtle at all. I mean, with the drive-in leaflet, like pamphlet, in her locker as well.
Right. That one at least isn't like, get you kicked out of a school for having.
Yeah, with with an excessive amount of sodium chloride.
Because she's salty.
Yeah.
So
we should probably jump back to the pool, right?
Yeah, let's go. Sure.
Literally. Jump back. Okay.
Ouch.
Alright, I'm gonna shut up.
I'm glad puns didn't even that hurt me.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah,
I wonder how many viewers we're gonna lose.
wait, before the pool, you get to change the Blackwell VIP list.
Yeah.
And you can, kick people off, add people on, and stuff.
Guys, I'm such a noob. I need to, redo this whole game.
That's way back. That's like back in the hallway. Mm-hmm. In the main part of the school, but that's okay. We'll jump around.
jump around. Okay. Anyway, so you get out of the pool,
mm-hmm.
and the guards coming to get you because don't know how they found out someone broke in.
You don't.
I think Well, we do find out, right?
Do we?
I think so. Doesn't David get called? Like, isn't there a message?
Yeah, on his phone that they found out who it was, but they don't find out who initially told them.
Oh, gotcha.
Basically, the phone message tell them that it was Chloe.
Gotcha. Okay, that's right. Yeah. So you can kind of just stow yourself away and stay out of sight the whole time. I just like kited them around the lockers.
What'd you do, Jess?
I did the same thing.
I hid in the bathroom
But
still.
yeah, you can do this. You can go in the stall too.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
see
probably
where
the
Chloe
easiest
was
way to do
hiding?
it. She's like right behind the door.
Yeah.
Like,
And when you try and hide, she's like, Max, get away, find someone else to hide.
yeah, it's like
Please, there's enough room in there for both of you.
great hiding spot.
And the door's made out of glass, so even if they open it and like shine the light, they'll see her, which is so dumb.
Luckily, it's David and some other
Dude.
dude. So they don't appear to be too vigilant. So you escape. You get out of there. You get out of Blackwell.
You get to Chloe's house.
You get to Chloe's house.
And even this part, you know, when they like, when Max stays over to Chloe's house, and even when, you know, in the morning, it's probably one of the most sentimental moments as well. Even if they say nothing,
Yeah.
they're just lying there.
And you get so it starts with Lua by Bright Eyes playing.
Mm-hmm.
I think my initial reaction to that was, oh, they would be listening to Bright Eyes. Hipsters. Yeah, so I actually let that play for a while. Like, it was one of the like moments of calm. Speaking of being a hipster, I let that song play for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice. It was very, very pleasant. After an exciting night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wasn't going there, Jess. Jeez.
All I said was mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
And she's agreeing with you.
Like that inflection meant nothing. So yeah.
You can explore. You can get up and explore around the room for a bit. Don't.
But the first thing you need to
there's
do.
any optional photos in this room? No, there isn't.
But you do take a photo, but it's
Yeah.
not an optional photo. But it's the
Still a photo.
Photo log.
yeah. Yeah, the photo bomb, photo hog.
Oh my god.
My heart melt.
Yeah. I'm getting feelsy.
Mm.
We need to we need to move past. All right. So you'll go to put clothes on, and Max will mention that they still smell like chlorine. At which point, cause Chloe to tell you to put her clothes on.
Oh, you mean Rachel's?
Right.
And you get probably one of the most unexpected choices in the game.
Yeah.
Which she kind of hinted in the intro is to kiss Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys do?
I don't think anyone here questions the how quick I kissed Chloe. I don't think that was. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've done a playthrough where I didn't.
Did you slam your keyboard or mouse button so hard when you first initially seen that choice?
I had to go buy a new mouse.
Because you broke the USB or something?
Well, that wasn't that same night, but
Yeah. Yes.
yeah. What did you guys do?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
At least we've got some diversity up in here. Did you have a reason why? Because mainly Warren.
Well, I like Warren. So, me playing as Max, I personally would have gone for Warren.
What happens when you don't? I'm legitimately.
She's just kind of like let down, but like she doesn't hold on to that forever. You know, like she doesn't hold it against you.
Yeah, and if she says like, I'll text Warren that he's all yours, right?
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because she also mentions about texting Warren that he doesn't have a chance unless he's into girl on girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you kiss her. So, yeah. So, and then you get your favorite line, Jamie. Also.
Yeah. Oh, I love that line so much. I even have it as my text notification on my phone.
Oh my god.
I have it. No, I don't have that one. I have Release the kra-can, which is still from this episode, but
Yeah.
I have that as my voicemail, and I purposefully do not answer my phone. I let it go through to voicemail, and if they leave a voicemail, just so I can hear that.
Oh my god.
So
You would do that, I know. And to the line that we're referencing that is probably my favorite is "Ready for the Mosh Pit, Shaka Bro," which I
also
love.
Anna's favorite line too. She in our interview with her, she said that was her favorite line.
I thought her favorite line was Matthew 11:23.
That wasn't a line that she read though, or not?
She did.
She did. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but I thought she said that because she prefaced it with she didn't know what it meant at the time.
Well, if you viewers want to find out what her favorite line was, go listen to the interview that we did with her.
And I guess I need to go listen to it again.
Yeah. So basically, we got to get back on track here. Yeah, so basically, Chloe sends you to go downstairs for breakfast, and you can kind of explore the upstairs a little bit before you go down. There's another optional photo upstairs,
Yep.
which is the Max selfie.
In the mirror, which you have to turn the lights on for.
Yeah.
Also, I guess it's not really anything of consequence, but you can see Chloe's hair dye. So I don't know why I stopped the conversation. Like, also.
Also.
Easter egg, actually. If you want to cosplay, use that specific dye.
Right. Whatever that is.
Yeah, that's really it. Like, you can do that if you haven't explored through episode 1.
Right. I believe this is in the bathroom also is the bird. If you manage, which I think we didn't mention in episode 2, in like our episode 2 episode,
Because there was no option whatsoever.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was mainly episode 1.
Right. So if you save the bird in episode 1,
It'll
it's
be
in the
shower, yeah.
yeah.
You can't really do anything. It's mainly episode 4 where you can do that, and we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Right.
Anyway, you go downstairs, and you talk to Joyce, who confuses you for Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, she asks what you want for breakfast. Again.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys go for? It's either the eggs and bacon or the pancakes.
I think I'm.
I can't remember. I think, knowing me, I probably would have gone with the eggs. Anything with eggs and bacon, I'm in. I don't really like pancakes or waffles that much, so.
Yeah, like I said, I made Max a vegetarian also, so.
Eggs?
So I went pancakes. You went eggs?
Either way, we got to get eggs, which annoyed me so much because the location of the eggs were a bit.
Yeah, oh my god, that frustrated me so much.
Leaves eggs by the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what the frick?
I mean, I think, if I remember correctly, they moved them in a recent patch, right?
Yeah, they did.
To the table.
Yeah.
I mean, which is nice of them, but it's just, done that in the first place. Like, I love the game so much, but that's like one of the few issues that I have is the location of the eggs.
Oh my god, yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's also during this time where you shoot a bird away, or is that a little bit later on?
No, that's them.
Okay. Yeah, so you...
And that's for the other optional photo.
Right.
And that's when you find out about the other birds.
Yeah.
Just like plopped all over the garden.
Which is creepy.
Anyway, you find the stuff for your breakfast, you give it to Joyce, and they start talking about Chloe, mainly.
Right.
It's about the relationship, and if if Joyce thinks Rachel is okay, and if Max is actually jealous of Rachel. It's kind of a nice conversation, to be honest.
Yeah. You start looking through a photo album from Joyce.
Yeah, there's some really interesting images of Chloe and Rachel in there that I really would love, like, high-quality versions of, maybe, in the future.
Yeah. I don't remember what all... I know Edward released a bunch of galleries with concept art and stuff. I don't know if any of those are in there or not.
No, they weren't. Because I spent like 2 hours one day trying to search for them and I couldn't find them. So yeah. It's a shame. But
So,
Chloe
make that happen, don't nod.
Please. Say Chloe barges in. She's basically... Does she eat the rest of your breakfast? Or...
I know she, like... to create a distraction... She starts a fight with Joyce.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she eats your breakfast or not.
I don't either.
It would be very, very Chloe fashion to do so.
And basically she calls a distraction so you can go into the garage to find basically information about Kate and Rachel.
Right. And in order to do so, you have to get a password for David's computer.
Jess, do you remember what the password is?
Are you serious?
You gotta be on your toes, Jess.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Don't
Can I look? Do I have time to look it up? Oh Jesus. I know, like, don't you have to, like, look around the garage for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Guys,
can.
I'm such a fake fan. I'm just gonna... I haven't played this game in forever. Just bear with me. No, it wasn't on the license plate. Wasn't it in the car?
Yeah,
Yep.
it was.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
Jess, I hear you clicking.
Yeah.
No, I'm not! No, okay, there was an ad that popped up. I will share my screen with you right now and show you the ad that just popped up on my screen that I had to click out of.
We believe you.
I believe you.
I swear to God. No, I know that, like, she lifted, when she was looking for the password, she lifted the thing, like, the visor on the car, on the top of the car.
Yeah.
And she pulled out something. I can't remember what it was, though. Was it the registration or something?
It was the 2 whales receipt for when
Oh,
David
okay.
met Joyce. And
Oh, yeah. Okay.
is
Oh my
the
God.
password.
Stop. Stupid ads.
Yeah, so there's a lot of dates too around, like a lot of different, like, red herrings, I guess, of what the thing could be. But yeah, if you want a quick walkthrough, go straight to the car, look in the visor.
If you want a really complicated walkthrough, July 16th, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm sorry. Anyway, so you find the password, and you get the files, and basically, it's basically just emails, really, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you, pretty much, David walks in when you come back to Chloe,
Right.
and
This is... Yeah, sorry.
the argument that comes up is, it's so one-sided because I from what I remember, like, everyone that I talked to, they sided with Chloe.
Right. Well, regardless of David's motivation in doing anything, it is so terrible to have surveillance cameras and all this crap around your own house. Right? Yeah.
Just taking pictures of it without doing
anything.
Consequence.
Yeah. But I think the real kicker, I think what sets Joyce off is that he's got the surveillance cameras like in the rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
That's so like that's so gross. Yeah.
Sketch balls.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard that one before, but from context,
You've never heard that?
No.
Okay, comment below if you've heard that, because I've definitely heard that from somewhere.
We're gonna get comments. Yeah, I've heard it. You said it.
Sketch balls.
You said it just now.
we got it.
Watch it be like an art term.
We gotta keep going. That really threw me off. Anyway, so whoever you side with, basically Chloe and Max leave the two whales to get some information from Frank, really.
Right.
Well, they don't really go there initially. They're just driving, and then they make their way to the two whales because of the conversation that they're having.
Right. And I believe siding with Chloe is the third or the final of the like pro Chloe choices that you can make. If you're doing like a specifically Chloe playthrough, I think that's the final one where in episode 4, like you have to do 2 of the 3, I believe, to get a picture of Max and Chloe on Chloe's phone.
Yeah.
So that's the final one. So if we're recapping, it's siding with Chloe, kissing Chloe, and then not answering Kate's phone call. But anyway, so we're back at Two Whales.
Yeah, back at Two Whales. Basically, you got to get the keys from Frank, whilst Chloe's looking for something to distract the dog with Pompidou.
Right.
So there's a lot of backstory in this scene, as well as 2 optional photos.
Mm-hmm.
The truck, which you got to talk to the trucker about, rewind, and then talk about the model of the truck that he actually has. And then the ants, which is literally just around the corner from him.
Right. The trucker is the worst. He's
so arrogant.
I hate him with the passion that I hate Jefferson with. Like, I cannot stand that trucker. I swear to God. Like,
oh yeah, because he slagged off Kate as well.
Yeah, he's such a dick. Oh, and he's so gross. Yeah. He makes me mad. He makes me really mad.
Peachy. Interview over.
Yeah. So yeah, but he's one of the, you had to talk to him to get an optional photo.
Like once you go around the corner, there's the ants as well.
Right.
Circling around the dead bird. And this isn't really of consequence. Well, it's one of the minor decisions on the game, but you can warn the homeless lady.
Right.
About the tornado.
If you do, she's not there. I think she gets out, right? Like, that's like the only thing is save her life if you warn her.
Well, it's assumed.
Right. Yeah, so maybe of little consequence, but it is this consequence will have, or this action will have consequences thing to do.
Anyway, make yourself into Two Whales, and there's, if I remember correctly, there's 3 people you can really talk to?
Yeah, the officer...
Officer Barry, Nathan, and Frank.
Right. They're going to be like the people that you need to talk to advance. You can... A couple of the other patrons you can talk to.
Who did you guys talk to first?
The weird lady.
She's not in the diner at this point, is she?
Yeah.
Is she?
I believe so. I believe she's back in action.
Being weird. Back at it.
Weird Lady 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Frank's back at it with his beans.
Yeah, this is the place where we find out about the beans and how sentimental he is with them.
Those were my beans!
And
I
honestly,
was eating those beans!
I think this was like the very first Life is Strange meme, right?
Yeah, I
Like
think
that was
so.
like that spread like wildfire.
Right. But that's the last thing like Frank is the last person you'll talk to. I talked to Officer Barry first.
Yeah. It's the only thing you can really do, get some information about the Prescotts.
Right. And then you'll take that to Nathan, who will mistake you for Rachel.
And even with Nathan's attitude towards you in this, like, it can change completely from how you treated him in episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like, he can outright despise you, or somewhat like you, I guess.
As much as Nathan can like anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, probably one of my favorite, like, false throws that you can do is, like, try and hook you up with drugs from Frank for some higher education. And you try and go to him, he says, I'm not selling you drugs. And you're like, damn it. Yeah, but the real, like, the big, like, way to get Frank's keys is the photograph of Rachel, which you find out about, help. Through the blood oath that you find out.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Yeah, that's right. So you bring that up to Frank, and he'll put his keys on the table, at which point you take them, he'll get mad at you, and you do that rewindy thing that you do. And I don't, like, in thinking about it, I was reading, like, people's thoughts and stuff on Max, and, like, the moral, what's the word? The morality behind using Max's powers. And, like, Frank's beans, as funny as it is, like, we're all terrible people. If we had rewind powers, we would all be terrible, terrible people. But I won't go into the overall motif behind the use of time powers and stuff like that right now. I do want to touch on it sometime. That'd be cool to talk about. Anyway, we got Frank's keys.
And then you get out. And this, like, the next decision you have to make, oh boy, it makes you feel bad if you choose the wrong one.
Yeah.
It really does.
What did you guys do?
Threw it in the parking lot like a sane person.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Why would you ever kill a dog?
I can't hurt animals.
No.
Unless it's like they're attacking you in video games, but I can't. So yeah, I threw it in the parking lot as well. And then we go inside the RV camper. There's a few.
Yeah, there's like a big decision in this part, right? But it's influenced by your decision of what you did to Frank in episode 2.
Right.
And that's where the gun on the top of, like, the cupboards.
Right. Which he took the gun in my initial playthrough, because if you don't pull the trigger, he takes the gun from you. But I didn't find the gun to take it back. So in the end, he ended up with the gun.
Mm-hmm. Jess?
What?
Did you shoot the gun in episode 2?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so the gun wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Me and Jess pretty much did the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Because you gotta protect your friends. I mean, come on. And you didn't know this guy either. Like, this was basically your first time meeting him, so... I mean...
If in doubt, shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Hey, I don't know you, man, so I'm just gonna shoot you. Well, it does take place in the United States, so...
Well, I mean, Chloe was saying all these nasty things about him, so... You can just assume he's not a good guy.
I mean, what are you going to do? Bury him in the junkyard?
But I actually do like him. Like, after the whole thing was over, I actually liked him.
Yeah. He's
not a bad guy.
He's like one of the anti-heroes that you don't expect to like.
Yeah, exactly.
Which you kind of find about more in episode 4, really.
5 as well.
Yeah.
Especially 5.
Yeah. Oof.
When you learn that he has nothing to do with Rachel's, death or disappearance.
Right. And you really, in this episode, trying to bring it back on track a little bit, you really kind of get a feeling that he legitimately cares for Rachel.
Oh yeah, with with what you find in there. I mean, well, before you find the big reveal of how Frank felt about Rachel, there was like small clues about his drug dealing habits, like plastic bags, like how he was living as well, like the pizza boxes all over the place, like the unclean dishes.
Right.
But then again, that's how most college adults live, am I right?
They're just most adults.
Yeah.
Single adults.
Yeah, so basically, in order to find the big item that you're looking for, you gotta get the knife from the pizza tray.
The pizza tray.
And you gotta open up a vent in the bedroom on the back wall. Well,
right.
As soon as you walk in, you turn right and you see it.
There's actually 2 vents.
Yeah, one of them's like a false one that if you try to do, you break it.
Right. So you get the big reveal item out of the vent, and you bring it to Chloe.
You find out that Rachel spent a lot of time with Frank, but like Chloe was in denial.
Yeah,
pretty much. And if that document alone just sends her off a rail.
Yeah,
she loses it.
Which is kind of understandable. I mean, yeah, it's a gross overreaction, but it's understandable given the context and stuff. I mean, Chloe's lost like so much, and learning that when you're trying to find her, and learning that your best friend, whom you can assume she was like at least infatuated with, if not in love with. Well, there's no assumption about it. I mean, that's blatant. But was keeping this thing from you, like this big thing. Like that's gonna just kick all these feelings of betrayal and being left behind and all that. It's just like kicking it straight in your face.
It's kind of like bringing back old feelings as well, that from like when Max left.
Yeah.
Like, and then even she says like none of this would have happened like when like she's driving you back to Blackwell if it wasn't for William.
Yeah. It's sad. I really feel for her. I mean, I know people, especially before episode 4 and 5.
A lot of people didn't like her.
Yeah, but I really felt for her. I've been in very similar situations and stuff.
Thought she was kind of annoying at first.
But you kind of warmed up to her towards the end, right?
Yes, yeah. Because I understood what she was going through. Yeah. But, like, when I first met her, I was like, kind of like, what the heck? A bunch of swears just came to my mind. Didn't want to say any of them.
And this is too before she shows she's matured and... Right,
no, yeah. Because, like, I get it. Like, her dad's, gone, and this girl that she was friends with or loved or whatever is gone too, like, and she's with her mom. And, Max left her, so she's kind of, I get why she's the way she was, so.
Right.
Yeah. That's kind of it, really. I mean, she drops you off, about that conversation, she just drops you off at Blackwell and just doesn't talk to you the rest of the day. And like, I think Max kind of feels like it was her fault. So she kind of like goes into her dorm room and just looks at all the photos of her.
Right.
Like the one that Joyce gave her, which we didn't really talk about. Whoops.
Right. Yeah, we missed that one, but so we'll talk about it now. Yeah, so you're getting an old picture, and that is what cues the time jump mechanic. Which, okay, I did not know. I was like, there's similar games there's games that use similar mechanics that like of focusing and kind of like, usually it's like you have to bring like a reticle to the center and hold it there. So I thought that for this, in my initial playthrough, that you had to do the same thing. I didn't realize that like if you let go of either the keyboard or the mouse, it would stay there. It would stay where you left it and not like snap back. And so I had the hardest time.
Me too.
It gave me such a headache, and I was getting so mad.
It took me, actually, I had to switch computers a few times because my Mac wouldn't allow me. Well, it wasn't my Mac. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was my laptop. I can't really remember. But one of my computers wouldn't let me, like, click on it, and it was frustrating me so much because, like, it just wouldn't work. Like, I don't know if you guys, like, had the same problem. I'm glad, at least, I was the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not fun.
It was alright.
Yeah, it's not fun if you're an idiot, I should say.
Yeah. Or if you, like, don't have the right computer.
Right.
I mean, like, my initial playthrough was console.
Because I was smashing A and D over and over, like, boom, 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 you know? Nothing happened. And I was even moving my mouse and whatever. Didn't work.
I mean, with console, it was just the joysticks. So if you found the right spot, it kind of helped out there. But when, like, I got rid of my console, so I kind of had to do it with PC when episode 5 came out, so I kind of know you struggle that way. It was not good.
And my biggest...
They kind of... I'm sorry, Joey. Go on.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say they kind of do, like, go overkill with that mechanic in episode 5.
Yeah. But at least in episode 5, I knew what I was doing by that point, so it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we jump back in time once you figure it out. Figure out what you're doing with this picture. We go back to age 13.
Oh my god. This was the most emotional moment of the entire game, in my opinion.
2008, right?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yep. Was it mainly because it was like the last moment that Chloe saw William and she had no idea about it? Yeah, that was rough, especially when they redid it in episode 4.
Oh god.
Oh, we'll touch about that resurgence in episode 4 and next time.
Brutal. Just rip out my heart.
Yeah. So William, Chloe, and young Max are all around. William and Chloe are making breakfast, which you kind of help gather supplies for. There's an optional photo here. There's William's Polaroid on the table, on the counter, I believe. Yeah. And which later becomes your Polaroid, but you take a picture of William and Chloe with that for the final optional photo of the episode. There's a couple things that you can do. It's like the main focus here is just listening to William and Chloe talk and kind of engaging with them. This is the only opportunity that you have to really learn who William was. And damn, what a dude. He was solid.
Stereotypical dad, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dad through and through, but man, he was a solid dad, which makes it even more heartbreaking.
That he's gone.
Yeah. So, excellent writing on that part. Like, really ropes you in with that. You can kind of etch. Did you draw a butterfly? I think.
Yeah. The butterfly in the fireplace.
Yeah.
But this is all like timed though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have much. Yeah.
Because William walks out the door.
Right.
But Max, being the complete No, she said, "Hey, I'm gonna try and save him."
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. There's like some attempts that you can kind of do to try and save him, but there's only 2 real ways, I think. I found out you can do it.
Right, which one I didn't even know about until you told me.
Yeah, which is throw the keys either out the door or out the window.
Right.
Either way, they have to be outside.
Right.
Because if you put them in the pods, like, or even you can. There's even an ending where, well, somewhat ending where if you hold on to the keys, like William just gives you a stern look of concerns, like, give me the keys now.
Stern fatherly disapproval.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the main one is dropping it in the sink. Because, like, the main one that people did out of the 2 that will make it so he doesn't find them, because he has the location finder. Which, God, I need that. Like, so, like, if you try to hide it in the vase or whatever, he can find them, because he has, like, another little button that, like, chirps.
Yeah.
I need that so bad. I need to get some of
That
those.
option even existed, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Dropping it in the sink?
No, I threw it out the window.
Wow.
I was thinking more about range than anything else.
Right. Well, yeah, if you drop it in the sink because it's filled with water, it basically shorts it out, so it doesn't find it.
Right. Anyway, like, there's a few things that you can kind of do to kind of stop him as well, like we just touched on, but one thing that I found out is that you can look through the phone book and try and warn Joyce, but you find out that she isn't at the 2 whales yet.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't know about that either until you told me.
Or even unplug the phone, and then you find out William's got to sell like every other person in 2008.
Right. So the object here is obviously to...
Save William.
Yeah, which...
Get the bus.
Max tells him to take the bus, and another reason why William is a solid dude is because he drinks mochas.
Yeah. Get a nice hot mocha.
Yeah, so...
Oh boy, and even when Max is like that happy, you know, when she saves William and like, I'm awesome, we're awesome, is like, I instantly thought, yeah, this isn't gonna last.
Yeah, this won't end well.
Yeah.
Like, Willis, like, I was kind of like keeping my eye out on the time, and I knew that like an average episode of Life is Strange was around 2 hours or so. I was like, yeah, this is 2 hours, this isn't gonna last at all.
Yeah.
And then you get thrown into the alternate universe.
Yep. So, flash forward 5 years, Max is a member of the Vortex Club, friends with Victoria and Nathan.
Not friends with Kate or Alyssa, right?
Right. That we know of, at least. There's nothing to really...
No, I mean...
Well, no, because Alyssa throws toilet paper at Max.
Yeah.
And Max tells her not to do it again.
Yeah.
Which is a interesting turnabout, considering saving Alyssa from getting hit so many times. But, yeah, and Warren goes with Stella. This is weird.
And David drives the bus.
Yep.
Hey.
There was a lot of confusion. Well, I don't know if confusion is the right word. There was... Okay, another, for lack of a better word, we'll go with confusion. When Max mentions being in the dark room in her text messages, there was a lot of speculation.
But we'll kind of touch on.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Don't jump ahead, Joey.
Yeah, I'm jumping. I time jumped too much. Anyway, so yeah, we then go to the final cutscene, which is Max rejoining Chloe.
To the tune of Mount Washington.
Yep. Great song, also. I didn't notice at first that the house had been finished painted, and also I didn't notice the accessibility ramp in front.
Yeah, and we kind of skipped around the dead whales, right?
What do you mean?
When you're in the school bus.
Oh yeah.
And you know, you just see the dead whales all over the place, just like, oh, that didn't work.
Right.
Well, at least Chloe's alright. Nope.
No. Chloe has been paralyzed. That is... I remember my reaction very, very well. I kind of... Like, my mouth was agape. My hands were on my cheeks. And at the end of it, I put my headset down and walked away.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction, Jess?
To what?
Chloe being paralyzed.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm so tired. Oh my god. I'm like falling asleep right here. Chloe being... Okay. This is the part where I actually, like, got really interested in the game. Because up until this part, I was like, alright, this is pretty good. I don't know how much I'm going to want to keep playing this because, you know me, I'm not much of a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really get dedicated to many things. I just kind of, like, do whatever. But, yeah, this part, like, shocked the crap out of me. Yeah, that I actually got a little emotional. So yeah, I was just like, you know, whatever you, like, I agree with you guys.
Yeah. I played all the first 3 episodes because this was like about a week before episode 4 came out. I picked it up on Steam Summer Sale, which has hands down been my best Steam Summer Sale purchase ever. And let me just mention, it's on sale right now. So if you don't already own a copy or you want to get a copy for your friend, now's the time to do it. But
if you want to win a copy,
yeah.
16th of July, 10 a.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/Blackwell Podcast. Right, that'll be the last time I kind of mention it until the end of the episode.
Right. I was so hooked.
Mm.
I was like, I set a timer on my phone for episode 4's release. I'd subscribed to the subreddit. I was like all about the Life is Strange life at that point. Like when I finished this, because I finished it all in one sitting, all 3 episodes, I was just like, yep, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I had to wait.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, that was brutal. And that was actually the part of the game that I actually got ahead. Like, I played this ahead of the YouTuber who I was watching this game through, who got me into this game, actually.
Joey Josefa, right?
Yeah, him. And he was playing it, and this was actually... He didn't even get to this part. This was the seed that I was ahead of him. I remember specifically saying I don't remember seeing his reaction to this yet. So this just hooked me.
So with that, that's the end of episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's chaos, dude.
I believe next week is going to be where we're talking about episode 4, maybe?
Do you want to do it next week, or do you want to wait till July?
Yeah, let's wait till July to give ourselves some some space of sanity before we break down in tears whilst talking about it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
all right. Happy notes. Everyday heroes.
Yeah. Let's move to that.
So, Jamie, let's say we're a first-time listener of the Blackwell Podcast. What is Everyday Heroes?
Okay, Joey. To those who are unaware what the let me try that again. Sorry, guys. To those who are unaware what the Everyday Hero segment is in the show, it's a segment where we appreciate the community by showing the content that's created, whether it be cosplay, fan art, music, covers, videos. It can be anything. We'll feature it at a date. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, it gets harder every week. So yeah, I guess I'll start off this week.
Go for it.
So this week I have chosen a cosplay of Max by awkwardmiss17 on Twitter, and I chose this mainly of two reasons: the cosplay itself and the photography.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you see train track pictures of Max and Chloe cosplays, you don't really see them with that symmetrical view, if you get what I mean.
Right, yeah, I do.
Whether it be, pretty much identical trees on either side, and, straight down the middle, Max with the, it's pretty much spot on, right? From what I can tell. I mean, shirt from Redbubble, Converse, the jeans, the wristbands, and the hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As well as the wig.
Bag.
And the Max makeup as well, which is like the pink eyeshadow. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, kind of pinkish.
Pink eyeshadow, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say pukish?
Pinkish.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
oh God. Sorry.
Tell us, Miss Artist,
Sure.
what
Oh,
the
Jesus.
shade of the eyeshadow is.
I don't know. I was just gonna agree with Jamie. When in doubt, agree with Jamie. No, but I was gonna say what I was thinking was not only is this like extremely accurate, but like the artistic like style that it was taken in, like the what's it called? The point of view, I guess you could say. How it has like, yeah, the rule thirds too.
Yeah.
Well, that too. How like she's off to the side, and then like the railroad like comes at the middle and then extends out on either side, which I thought was really brilliant of them to do that.
Yeah.
So
Another thing too, like outside of the cosplay itself, which
how did they not get run over?
well, trains are big and loud, so and I doubt
Chloe didn't know that.
True.
I doubt Awkward Miss 17 was on the train tracks all day. But
True.
the location is really, well, I know this isn't actually in the Pacific Northwest. It's very it looks very, very close to that area in Oregon.
It really does.
And then yeah, I mean, you kind of already hit the nail well on the head with the cosplay itself. Just nailed it.
Ha.
Well done, awkwardmiss17. You did a good job with that cosplay.
Yeah.
Joey.
All right, so this week I'm going with it's an image done of Nathan, which we've done a few. I always like the Nathan stuff because it's usually really, really good. Not that. Okay, that sounded mean to everybody. I don't mean it that way, and I'm sorry. Anyway, this is by Lena Seal on Twitter. The lighting and the shading are what stands out the most to me, and if you're not unfamiliar with Everyday Heroes, you'll know that that's a big thing that I like a lot is in fan art is the lighting and all that. So there's like a very clear defined like point of like source of light, and the shadows on the rest of his face and all that captured like really, really well. Also kind of like I don't know, is like watercolor the right? It kind of seems kind of like, I know it's not watercolor, but it seems kind of like watercolory, which I like.
Which part of it? The whole thing?
Yeah, just like the way the colors blend and stuff.
I see more like oil paint or like acrylic. I don't know about watercolor.
Okay.
It's like oil pastels, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know my art.
No! That would be mean.
But regardless, I really like that. and it's nice. It seems like it could be like a cool, like it's cool because it seems like it could be a yearbook photo, you know, with it's very simplistic, just black background and all that, but it looks like a studio shot, like a studio photographer took it, and yeah, that's why I like it.
Well, Jeremy, I'll let you compliment the hair in a second.
I was gonna do it as well.
No, you can go do the hair. Go ahead.
I love the excessive detail on it, though. It's like the most detailed thing in the entire piece, right?
Yeah.
Apart from the eyes as well.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's so blue.
I love the eyes. I love my favorite part of the eyes are like the reddish orangish like tint underneath it, like emphasizing kind of like how exhausted he is, kind of, and like his emotion. I don't know. That just kind of came to me, and I also really like the shadows and like detail of the clothing, like the folds and the clothes and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice, Joey.
Jess, what you got for us?
Alright, so this week I got just Max cosplay by Lychee Cosplay on Facebook. I guess that's what their name is. I don't know. Sorry, I butchered your name.
Maybe? Like
Lychee? Lychee? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
And so this piece is like, gotta say, like, this one is like one of my favorites. Like, I mean, I always say that, but you know what I mean. Like, this one is just very well done. So this, like, not only do they do a very good job taking the picture, but like the way they, like, I think they edit it, right?
Yeah, kind of like a photo burn in the corner.
Yeah, like just the way they edited it was just like brilliant, because I love how the sun is like on the right and it like kind of almost like has like a glare off of her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that rhymes, kind of. And I love how everything is like straight on center, dead center in the middle. And I mean, obviously this is very accurate with like the Jane Doe t-shirt and the camera, which kind of reminds me of Instagram in a way.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
I was going to say it reminds me of the old logo and I miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have like everything on point, like with the bracelets and, you know, the back, like the shoulder, like backpack and everything, and the hair. And also this one was the one that was on in Facebook, right? With Hannah's face on it.
Yeah.
Somebody edited it with Hannah's face. Yeah. So that was also this. I just love that. What do you guys think?
Joey?
Yeah. It really, again, going back to the lighting, it really captures the like the Life is Strange like feel to like the art direction and stuff in the game. It really has that, like, I guess, like autumnal, just, I don't know how to describe it, but it captures the feel really well. And again, like going like the same with the other Max cosplay is like just nailing the details of all of the makeup. It's always I love seeing these cosplays, and with the fact that we've like had cosplayers and stuff on the show, and knowing that all the work that people put into this stuff is man, like always think it's awesome.
I mean, I love seeing Max cosplays in particular because obviously she's the main protagonist in the game, and seeing cosplayers of Max kind of show how her story has impacted them in a way so much. Do they want to portray it at like conventions or in photo shoots and everything?
Right.
So just seeing that really warmed my heart, that people aren't alone in this great community, just can share this different forms of, you know, cosplay and like fan art. It's just crazy.
Right.
Also, love the backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's really well edited as well. I mean, it's like if you kind of pause, like during one of the rewinds that you can do in the game, it's pretty much exactly what you would see in that picture. And
Yeah.
even like the way she's taking the selfie, it's very reminiscent of the selfie that you can take in episode 3, which we just talked about. When she's in the bathroom, just looking in the mirror, just takes a picture of herself. So yeah. Completely amazing.
So, awesome job, and thank you, Awkward Miss, Lena Seal, and Lychee Cosplay, Lychee, for letting us use your stuff.
We really appreciate it. And if you want to send any fan art cosplay videos to us, email it to us at blackwellpodcast@hotmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we will get right on it.
And I think to our longtime viewers, they'll notice something new about our everyday heroes.
Exactly. We got a new layout.
Yeah.
Well, I can't take all the credit for this because this was Chris from the Life is Strange fan site.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was generous enough for us to use it in future episodes to show the Everyday Heroes contest, because it seems more fitting to have it in the gallery, because we call it Everyday Heroes, and it wouldn't make sense if it was in Max's journal. So yeah, I really gotta extend my thanks to Chris on the site. And if you haven't joined the site already, you should probably sign up, because it's a great community. I mean, also, they run competitions, which is great, because it's a great segue, because they've recently just announced their new competition, haven't they, Joey?
Yeah, and man, it's so cool to we mentioned it, and we're gonna mention it again, because it is really so. What it is you can submit a short story, 2,500 words tops. That will, if it wins, will be done into a comic book by staff artist Mai on the site. And it's going to be like an animated comic book too, like video, which is like basically you can look up, you can see the introduction to the competition video that Chris did, but. Yeah, so just to mention it again, since it's ongoing, it needs to take place during the Max's life at some point. It doesn't have to feature Max, but for instance, it could be if you wanted to do a story about Rachel and Chloe.
However, it does have to stay in the main universe of Life is Strange.
Right.
Yeah.
And it can't branch off into alternate universe stories.
Right. So it's the canonical timeline.
As well
as the pub version.
No not safe for work content.
Right.
As well. And your story has to include some dialogue, but you can't really go overboard. And as well, basically, since you're writing a short story, the maximum is around 2,500 words, right?
Yeah.
You basically have to keep, since it's going to be in a comic book format, you kind of have to keep an idea of location, characters in which scene and everything. So yeah, you kind of have to keep a visual idea of what you want in there, in the story, so it can be adapted into the comic book.
Right.
And, sorry, Joey, just need to run by something else really quickly.
Yeah.
And Mai is very talented. However, there are limitations to what she can do, so don't try and go overboard and be complicated. For example, if you try and have a scene with everybody in Arcadia Bay, that won't work. I mean, there's a trailer on the Life is Strange fan site and YouTube channel where you can check out. And if you're having difficulty finding that, the official Life is Strange pages shared it, so you will find them there. And rules, more details. And the deadline for this competition is the 15th of July, which is the day before our extra live stream.
Right.
So yeah, get writing, submit it in, and yeah, we'd love to read them.
Yeah. And what I was gonna say is, if you kind of want an idea of I mean, you can look at like a graphic novel or a comic book, kind of get an idea of like how you want to shape your story, what to keep in mind when you're writing, because the grand prize is having it adapted into an actual comic book.
Digital, I think, right? It's not going to actually be printed.
I think. Is there not going to be an actual print of it? Well, at the very least, it'll be digital.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you. Mm-hmm. I'm probably wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff, but we'll get back to you.
Well, most of us are. Anyway. Now, probably the last thing that we really have to talk about this week is our extra live stream coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like going through the social media, and people were like saying, when's the, where is it going to be? And it's going to be on our new Twitch page that we set up last week. So that's twitch.tv/Blackwell Podcast. We haven't broadcasted anything yet. So yeah, we may do future streams there, maybe, because Twitch have now associated game talk shows with their service now, if I remember correctly. So we may do some live streams there, or even just stick them on YouTube where we normally do them.
Right. Yeah, so we kind of touched on it, but we're going to have prizes, we're going to have giveaways. We've got some awesome, and this is all I'm going to say, awesome guests confirmed with more in the pipeline. So you do not want to miss this.
Yeah, I mean, when all of us got the word, we were just really excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Jamie, do you want to quickly touch up on the live stream we were going to do?
Oh, yes! The live stream that we kind of tweeted out, but we cancelled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, okay, I'll kind of touch on that.
Just, address it, yeah.
Yeah, because we really have not talked about it at all.
Yeah.
Instagram, which you should go follow it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Basically, before we came back from the hiatus, we were saying, alright, we're going to do a live stream, but we don't know, it was very last minute thing. And we cancelled last minute as well because we were going to have Hannah with us. And yeah, she was sick, so she couldn't do it. But we are rescheduling it.
Right.
So, if you remember on our 2,000 subscriber live stream, we gave her a journal.
Mm-hmm.
She has received that journal since that live stream, and she will be opening it up live. We don't know when exactly, but we'll probably do another live Q&A with her. So go follow our Twitter page and our Instagram page. They're really where we're most active, right?
Right.
And yeah.
Instagram too.
I said Instagram.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he just said it.
I said Twitter.
I'm
Instagram,
so tired. Oh my god, you guys. We have to do these earlier.
Yeah, so, and we were kind of keeping it under wraps that Hannah was going to be joining us, but cat's out of the bag now.
The reaction last time was priceless.
Yeah.
Especially since it was an April Fool's Day as well.
Yeah, that was
quite ironic.
But yeah, so keep your eye out for that. Follow us on the social medias. Like, comment, subscribe.
Do all that good stuff.
Do all that.
And even if you have suggestions for what we should do for the next episode, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Before Friday, I say?
Yeah.
Before next Friday, so we can get everything ready.
Yeah. If we like the idea enough, we do it. I think we've done a couple off of people's suggestions, actually.
I believe so. Yeah, the Vortex Club was definitely one.
Yeah.
And the Ashley Birch interview was also one. Right, an excessive amount of requests.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and as always, and I say this every episode, and I'll continue saying it because I mean it. We love you guys so much.
Yeah, we really would not be here without you. Because as of recording right now, we are at 2,875 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy.
It's bonkers, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a big, big number for us. I mean, just blown away. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, we will see everybody next week with a new episode. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.